Stop trying so hard to hold on. And this is all about you're trying to vibrate on a certain type of frequency. This is really more so talk about like manifestation, inner work, and vibrating on a certain frequency, vibrating on higher frequency. Yes, you want to find yourself being able to get to higher levels of vibration and being able to stay there for a second, right? But once you actually start to just hold on to something, whatever it is actually more of a sign of weakness than it is strength. And I know we say holding on to stuff is strength, right? How being able to hold a certain frequency is how you manifest it, right? I'm starting to see that it's another side to that coin. It's not so much about you being able to hold on to it. It's about you being able to find your way back to it when you get knocked off your pivot. The truth is, with life, you gonna get knocked off your pivot, all right? That's just what's gonna happen. Energies move around you. Things happen. When you find yourself being able to reach a certain mindset, whatever it is on a higher frequency, eventually you're going to get knocked off. Something's going to happen to where it's like, you just won't be able to just stay there. You know what I mean? And that's just life. That's just what the ebb and flow of life. The thing about life is it does flow. It's not stagnant and with just one vibration and one energy. So it's actually more, you actually show more strength when you're able to pull yourself back. You get knocked off your pivot and you can find your way back. Finding your way back home is more growth than just staying at home. You get what I mean? Like, yes, you want to find your way home, whatever home is for you in a certain vibrational state. I mean, I'm using metaphors when I say home. You actually want to be able to find your way home or in a certain energetic space for manifestation like love, joy, bliss, acceptance, and abundance, right? These type of vibrational energies, right? That you use your mind to calibrate your entire body to be on and vibrate on, right? Because basically our minds is how we astral travel. Right? Our minds are the vibrational state that our mind is in, whether it's fear or to love or to acceptance or letting things just be. These are all vibrational states in which your mind travels to. Like, your mind is astral traveling all of the time, right? That is what the fourth dimension is. That is what the mind is. It's a bridge. It's a bridge for you to travel between different dimensions and vibrations, right? So boom, when you finally find yourself vibrate, on a certain vibration that you want to be to manifest the life that you want, it's not about holding on to that vibration. Yes, you want to find it. You want to know what it feels like, right? You want to make that your home, but then you want to be able to get knocked off your pivot. Like, you not want to be able to, you will get knocked off your pivot. You will get lost again. It will happen. And that's okay, because you need to continue to experience other states of vibration for your full experience of life. It's not that you just find your way here now and you just here for the rest of your life. No, you just want to start. You want to make this your base point. This is your base point. Boom. Now you know that you operate from here mostly, and now you can, continue to be around and experience all the other bullshit, and then bring yourself back to your point when you feel like you need to, or when you remember to, basically. So that's the thing. You're gonna bring yourself to this vibration. One day you're gonna be feeling good, like I'm here. You might even try to hold on to it for a couple days or even a week. Then you're gonna start to forget. You're gonna get knocked off, and it's okay. That's what you're supposed to do, because God wants you to find your way back rather than just hold on. Embracing change and transmutation, understanding how to flow with change and transmutation is a much better way to look at things than just staying stagnant or rigid. You want to be able to just flow with life, essentially, but still have your foundation, right? It's about establishing a new foundation for yourself. So if your foundation was here already, now you're doing the inner work, you're doing the shadow work. You're able to bring your foundation to up here through the awareness of your mind that you're able to develop, right? Through the videos that you watch on manifestation, how to control your inner state, you're able to bring your foundation up here now. It's not about holding on. It's about you being able to obtain and then being able to let go, knowing that you can obtain it again. Making this your foundation, but not the only place in which you operate from now. Now, it would be good for us to just only operate from this state, right? But that's just not how life works. Like, even once you get to a state of love, acceptance, and abundance, and you vibrating with God and the universe, like everything is great, you're going to find yourself being in fear again. You're going to find yourself worrying about something again. And when we try to tell ourselves that we need to hold on to a vibration long enough for it to manifest, that's not what it is. You just want to make that your new foundation, which means, can you keep coming back to it? You found it. All right, boom. Now God gonna knock you off your pivot so you can find your way back to it again. Being able to find your way back to it again, now you're able to start drawing mental maps in your head. You're able to navigate the different frequencies and the different dimensions through the fourth dimension, which is where your mind is located. It's not about holding on to things. Stop trying to hold on to things. It's about establishing your foundation in a new place. And honestly, once you figure out how to vibrate on a higher level of vibration, it automatically becomes your foundation. Now, foundation strengthens when you get knocked off your pivot and then you find your way back there again. Because you draw mental maps, you know how to get back there again now. And it's gonna take you over here for you to experience that. And then you're gonna find your way back again. The real strength is your mental map of different dimensions and vibrations. Once you've experienced all different vibrations, dimensions, from depression all the way to, love, acceptance, and joy, and the highest ones. And you know all in between, the neutral ones, you know all of them in between because you've been there multiple times. You've been at a higher vibration and everything was blissful and good. Then you let yourself go again and you found yourself in states of fear, confusion again. And then you remembered eventually again to bring yourself back to that the higher state of vibration, right? You recognize what it feels like to be in the lower state of vibration again. That's what it's about, is your maturity with the vibrations. When we think about manifestation, a lot of times we like to think about thinking about a certain life that we want, thinking about a certain object that we want. That's really not what it's for. It doesn't matter what you have and what you don't have. That is just your third dimensional thinking that is putting a certain lifestyle or certain thing on a pedestal. The only thing that matters is you and God and your experience here, your energetic state. How evolved can you become as an energetic being and understanding vibrations and energy and how to navigate them? Your mental map of all of these things. If you can't bring yourself back, and you will be able to bring yourself back to a higher vibration, but if you just get there the first time, it's like if you lead a horse to some water, right? You can lead a horse to the water, and they're gonna be able to drink the water. But once the horse go off and start living again, but that horse don't know how to get back to that water, what good is it? So it's more so in you being able to find your way back, you being able to navigate the terrain of your energetic space, of the energetic space of the universe. You got to be able to navigate it. So it's okay if you get knocked off your pivot. It's okay if you was vibrating at a higher frequency and you feel like you was manifesting, then it felt like everything just kind of went to shit, or now you back in other energetic state that you was in. It's okay. The goal is for you to know how to find your way back. And every time you find your way back, you strengthening your own mental map. You strengthening your own energetic map. You know how to do it better every time, and just trust that is your foundation. Once you found it, just keep pulling yourself back to it, but don't harp on trying to pull yourself back to it. Pull yourself back to it when you know that you need to. Honestly, you're able to understand the lower vibrations more after you've made the higher vibration your foundation. Your maturity with your energy and your vibrations continues. It's not about you just finding this now and then that's it. It's about, like, the more you deal with all of the different vibrations, the more mature you become. The strength is not about holding on to things. That's even if you have a partner and you feel like you need to hold on to this partner so much, that signals weakness. You need to be able to let things flow in and out of your life. Your foundation is internally within yourself, though. Anything you try to hold on to, it's just gonna run away from you. It's repulsive. You want to find it. You want to make that your foundation. You want to make that your anchor. And then let yourself to continue to go off and experience and trust that you're going to find your way back. Yo, real quick, I'm editing this video, and basically what I'm trying to say here is that, or what I want to put into this is that you trying so hard to avoid certain emotions and certain vibrations, and let's even talk about fear. You being in fear of experiencing fear is really the issue. It's not the emotion itself, it's your response to the emotion. That's this video. If you got something out of it, leave a like, and I'll see you in the next one.